And she said something crazy, and she's like, "You can make all the money in the world, but if we ain't got you, it don't mean nothing." And I was like, "I don't think you mean that.
Man.
There's no way you mean that."
Man.
And really, what I was saying was, is the little boy in Ramon thinks that money would have solved all his problems in the past, and I've never given that little boy space to say that, nor lovingly address him and say, "No, what you need provided to you is safety. What you need provided to you is a place where you don't have to worry about things, but also not be so caught up in the lie that it's better to have more." Right. And so where I begin to balance that is I have to get to my own motivations of why I'm trying to provide the way I am.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I'm trying to provide something to answer a lie.
Yeah.
And that becomes hard, and you find yourself working. And if you're like me, and you've had seasons where you work, and you feel the lack of appreciation, sometimes we don't want to be honest enough to say, like, yeah, you have to own how much you feel unappreciated because you were trying to give them something that they weren't even asking for.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
that's hard. That's hard because it's not even that they don't appreciate it. It's just what you wanted it to be was not what they needed it.
Yeah. Man, I learned that with my wife, right? So a few years ago, we was in a bad place in our marriage, and my wife is not materialistic at all. She don't care about gifts. Her love language is quality time again, and then quality time again. Like,
Understood.
that's
Yeah.
what her thing is. And so, I mean, we neighbors. So you might even heard my wife, like, from the kitchen. When she done cooking, she'll yell at the top of her lungs, "Family time!" And that means put all the devices away, everybody to the living room, right? But a few years ago, we were going through this bad place in our marriage and that. So I thought, like, I'm gonna be real nice. It was Mother's Day, so I'm gonna take her out. I'm gonna buy her this gift, right? And I bought this gift, and I was like, this gift did not hit like how I wanted it to hit, bro. And I was so mad. I was like, I'm standing up like, yeah, got that for you. She opened it, was like, oh, that's cute. Put it on the bed. Bro, I walked off. I was like, I know she didn't just, like, I took time. Like, this is something that she like, but she don't care about that stuff. And so to your point, it was like, she didn't need that.
Yeah. You bought that gift for yourself.
I bought that gift for myself and for me to be like, yeah,
exactly.
I got that for you.
And that, man, and that's hard.
Well, my kids are not materialistic at all. Like, I had some basketball kids. They was like, Dorian, why you ain't got no Jordans? He was like one of the only players on the team that didn't have no Jordans. He had the Currys.
That's right.
That's his favorite player. But my kids don't know about that stuff because they ain't never been exposed. I'm not finna buy you no shoes that's $200 and then you finna grow out them joints in a month. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so when I'm like to myself, and now why I work hard is because, okay, well, one day we want to own a house.
Yep.
Houses cost money, no matter what. Even on the west side now, you $600,000 for a house, like, Lord. And so I'm saving, I'm doing these things because we want a house. Yep. We want 2 working cars that fit our families. And so I'm doing things. It's not for like these little phone, some Jordans, the little petty stuff that you gonna break as soon as you get it anyway. Yeah, that's how I be feeling on Christmas, y'all. Like Christmas, I be like, yeah, got them this, and then they play with that thing for about 2 days, and then they be broke, and I be like, I should just. But so I'm working hard now, and it's a bigger thing. And until my kids are older, we can have those conversations. Yeah, it's like, what do you need? Like, we make groceries is a whole bill. Groceries.
That's a question, though. That's such a good question of like, what do you need?
What do you need?
When we think about providing, a lot of times we're not asking that question. Yeah. What do you need? Yeah, we're saying, I'm gonna give you what I think you need. And that's the hardest thing for me as a man, where I'm like, I'm trying to provide you the best. Yeah. And again, back
because
to my
we
point.
struggled, we was raised with single moms, and so we seen how hard it was for them. We think like we gotta get the money. Like, as the world said, we gotta get to the bag so we can make sure that we can give our kids everything, not that they need, but that they want. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Everything that my kids want, I want to be able to give to them. So if they want something, or even they want to go do something, it's nothing. Let's go do it. You know what I'm saying? And so now it's really about the essentials. Like, we want to own a house, we want to do some things, and so I got to work a little bit more now because of the culture that's the way it's set up. I would love to take y'all with. I had the opportunity to take my kids to work with me in the truck and stuff like that. So they got to see what Daddy gets to do, and they was bored out of their mind.
Now they know the
Like, that's all you
pain,
do is drive?
the pain and
Yes.
suffering you go through for them.
I was like, yeah, this is all for you.
Man,
Appreciate this.
This labor. Love.
But yeah, providing is, I mean, if you don't have the right perspective of what a provider is, especially from the biblical perspective, right? Galatians says some. Well, no, it's not Galatians. It's First Timothy. It hit me upside my head. This was years ago. I was talking to a brother. You know this brother. I ain't gonna say his name on here. But he told me this verse. The verse says, it's First Timothy 5:8. But if anyone does not provide for his relatives, especially for the members of his household, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. That was like you got to go get this bag mentality, right? He didn't necessarily like break this down and like what that looked like in my life, right? In the context that I was in. But I was just like, worse than an unbeliever. If I ain't able to take care of my kids and buy groceries, like what? So, now I'm chasing things that I think are important. And I'm like, I'm gonna provide because I'm gonna make sure that we have all of the food, right? The whole left side of Pete's Fresh Market. We own that joint, right? We got it. You know what I'm saying?
You shopping that piece, that's money right there. Dang, let me hold $1, bro.
But yeah, it's so yeah, my perspective just has changed, right?
sir.
Like
Yep.
it's not just about the financial, but it's about the mental, right? The spiritual. What am I providing?